Hey YouTube, thank you for joining my channel. My name is Yancy Martin, and I'm going to show you what I did in order to create Quarter Golf. I am the inventor of Quarter Golf and have now developed this idea and selling it online and creating income, additional income for me and my family. And I want to kind of just go over some of the steps that I took to be able to actually develop this and create it to where now you can go to quartergolf.com or quartersportsinc.com and actually make an order and we'll ship it right to your home. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 steps that I actually took, the first preliminary steps that go into making a product, okay? I am going to keep going with other additional videos to teach you guys what I did and kind of just go through the steps that I have taken. There might be different steps, but this is what I have done. So step number one is obviously the most common one. Most of you have already done it, and it's actually coming up with the idea, okay? So the reason I came up with Quarter Golf is, as you can see, I'm a farmer's insurance agent. I'm a small business owner in a small community, and I do community events where I put a farmer's insurance table with my tablecloth, and I'm trying to attract customers to my business. Since I am the business owner, if we don't generate any sales, we actually don't make any money, and that's how it is with regular business. So I came up with this concept to be able to attract people to my booth. The great thing about it is that anybody can use this actually now, because of the concept that I have developed. You can actually purchase a Quarter Golf, have it at your event table, and be able to generate leads for yourself, okay? So the first thing is obviously come up with the idea. I came up with the idea. My idea was, hey, why don't I take a shot glass, put it down here, fill it with water, and have people try to make a quarter into the shot glass, right? Grab a quarter. You have 4 slots on the top here. Pick one and try to see if it goes into the shot glass. And I missed, okay? So if it goes into the shot glass, many people ask, what do you get? Well, in my particular booth, I was handing out farmers memorabilia, kind of like a claw machine. You know, the claw machine, you get the little stuffed animal, you win that, you can give that out, right? If you don't win the stuffed animal, well, you don't win. So that's kind of the same concept. What ended up happening is a lot of people started coming into my table. They wanted to play this new game. It was exciting. It actually ended up distracting them a little bit. But the great thing about it is it gave me an introduction to that person. Because of this particular item, having it on my table or my booth, I generated leads and actually grew my insurance business by a lot, being able to attract people to my booth, okay? So obviously the first step is for you to come up with the idea. The second thing is the name. All right, so one day I'm driving home now, and I'm excited about this thing that I developed. It didn't look like this before. It didn't have any golf. It wasn't a color. It was basically a vase, and had a shot glass down there, and it was with water, right? So I call a buddy of mine, and one of the things he asked me, he goes, "Oh, that's a great idea, Yancy. What's the name of your product?" And it kind of stumped me, and I said, you know what? I don't have a name. So I started thinking I need to come up with a name. So I'm driving home, and I myself am an avid golfer, and I imagine a quarter going into a hole or to a shot glass, and I said, you know what? Let me see if I can call it Quarter Golf, okay? So once I have the name, so now I have the idea, now I have the name, okay? What is the third step that I took to make sure that if I can move forward with this concept? So the first things first is I go to GoDaddy.com, and GoDaddy.com is a domain purchasing website. So I mean, you can go there and you can type in a domain name, and a domain name is the address on the top that says www.whatever.com, and it lets you search to see if that actually exists in this whole world wide web, right? So I go to GoDaddy.com, super excited because I now came up with this name called Quarter Golf, and in my mind it's going to be the best thing in the world, right? So I go to Quarter Golf, I go to GoDaddy.com, type in quartergolf.com, and it tells me it's available, okay? So when I see that it's available in green, I get super excited. I've purchased domain names in the past, like yancymartin.com. Obviously that one didn't exist, so that one was easy, but quartergolf.com, it was available. It cost $12 for the year to purchase the name. So basically now in my mind I say, well, now I have this name, I have a whole year to be able to figure out if this is going to happen or if what's going to happen with this. So now that I had this domain name quartergolf.com, I was ready to start my project, okay? So let's recap those 3 steps really quickly. The first step is obviously coming up with the idea. And the second thing is coming up with the name. Those are the first 2 steps you should take. Once you do that, okay, the cool thing about it is you can go check to see if the domain name is available on the 3rd step, right? Go to GoDaddy.com. If it's already taken, and I'll give you an example. Some buddies of mine, we were at the beach, we were having a good time, and one of my buddies is actually expecting, him and his wife are expecting a baby, and he said, you know what would be great, a pillow that went over the tummy, and it had speakers on each side, and those speakers are Bluetooth, and you can play music for the baby, like classical music, make my baby smarter. That would be great if that existed. And I said, that's a great idea. Let's come up with a name, right? So now we're kind of going back and forth on the names and that, and he comes up with Lullaby Pillow. And we're like, oh, Lullaby Pillow, that's great, Lullaby Pillow. We go, lullabypillow.com, it already existed, okay? So that's why I think the 3rd step is the most important, because the 3rd step kind of demotivates you a little bit. However, you shouldn't let it, because just because Lullaby Pillow doesn't exist doesn't mean his idea wasn't a good idea. He just needs to change this name, okay? So come up with a different name. Go to GoDaddy.com, see if it exists. If it doesn't exist, purchase it. It's only gonna cost you $12, and this will get your company, your idea, your whatever it is in your mind started and actually come out and manifest, okay? Thanks so much for joining my channel. One thing that has been a success for me is persistence. Keep it going, don't give up, keep pushing and keep pushing, all right? Again, my name is Yancy Martin. Persist.